Bienvenidos a Esperanza Bense, donde la Esperanza Bense. Welcome to Esperanza Bense, where hope wins. Well, for anybody who's ever watched my videos before, you know I love to show off all the wonderful gifts that people give me, and I don't remember if I've shown this one off before, but this was a gift that was given to me by my friend Bunde. We like to call him Bundles of Al. He is a delightful human being who plays the accordion and brings joy and music and laughter everywhere he goes. He pretty much farts glitter. And metaphorically and maybe literally too. I'm not really sure. I've never smelled one of his farts. I don't know what glitter smells like anyway. This is a deck of cards that he gifted to me on my birthday. Now, this deck of cards belonged to his grandmother, and this is a playing deck of cards that they used up in their cabin up north in Wisconsin. And he was so thoughtful to bring that to me on my birthday last year, and I'm really thankful for it. So that's the deck that we're going to use today. This is the unboxing, if you will. La la la. So here I go. I'm opening up this beautiful deck of cards. I'm drinking some hot water with lime squeezed in it, because if anybody knows me who's watching this video, you know that I am not a water drinker. I drink beer. But I am trying to drink more water and less beer. So in order to jazz it up on this chilly day, I heated the water up and I put some lime in there, and I believe that that will encourage me to drink it. So I'm going to drink this water, and then I have some lion's mane. And then they say that you're supposed to have like the lion's mane with some water before you eat. So then by the time I'm done with this reading, I'll go have a snack. And those are my plans for the next half hour as I go about my day. Look at how, can you see outside? Can you see the beautiful day? My beautiful tree? Ugh. I just love it out there. I love the snow. I love the cold. It keeps out all the riffraff out of Wisconsin. And speaking of gifts, I've been wearing this Snuggie that my neighbor gave me. I love it so much. It's so comfy. It has like a hoodie and pockets and stuff in it. But it's so warm. I don't know if you can see. It's so warm. I had to actually take it off, or else I would be wearing it during this reading, but I have it nearby me just for the good snuggy vibes. So check out the outside of this deck. Isn't that beautiful? Holy moly. So this deck of cards has to be from like the early 1900s. Because this is Al Bundy's grandmother, and Al Bunde must have been born in the 60s. A couple more gifts to show off before I really get shuffling and going. That's a beautiful ring, isn't it? That's fluorite. My sister gave that to me for Christmas. And then my golf partner recently gave me this wonderful bracelet. I don't know if you can tell, it has a Sagittarius symbology on there. She's a Sagittarius, and her birthday is December 9th, and my birthday is June 9th. So we're on opposite ends of the spectrum, and we really play off of each other nicely on and off the golf course. And she's been a very dear and beautiful friend to me. And I really appreciate her presence in my life. And today we have Buddha and my dragon joining. They usually join us. I got my rocks over there. One of those rocks is from my friend's son when we went on a hike recently. And the driftwood is from my friend Emily, and the candle is from my uncle. And I think I've shouted out all the gifts. The dragon has a little rose quartz heart, keeping dragon heart in our minds as Pluto shifts from Capricorn energy into Aquarius energy on January 20th. For me, that's this upcoming Saturday. And Pluto's going to shift from my 7th house into my 8th house. You can go on astro.com, plug in your birth time, date, information, location, and figure out what house in astrology that Pluto shift is going to portend for you. Ooh, something jumped. What is it? Look at that. Jack of Hearts. So that would be like the Knight of Cups. A good friend, male, and a royal good fellow. Well, look at that. Maybe that's talking about Al Bunde himself. Except for I think he's a little bit older than a Jack. He might be a king. Or a joker, like me. This is a neat deck. I usually don't read the playing card deck, but I've been watching, and you should too, he's amazing, Dolo the Pilot Man. Shout out, as if he watches my videos, like he's gonna hear this shout out, but shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man, Archangel Uriel, who is on YouTube, and he has a very vibrant channel, and he is kind of a YouTube genius, and a genius in other rights as well. He's a musician and just a creative force of nature, and he does tarot readings with the regular playing card deck, so this is going to be similar to that. And I observed him doing this a few days ago, and I thought it was really neat. And then today, when I was trying to decide which deck I was going to use for this Pluto, oh, look at this, another Jack. Jack of Diamonds. I'm going to consider diamonds to be pentacles. Because diamonds to me are like money, and that's like pentacles, a messenger. Look at that. He is a messenger, the guy I was just talking about. And also shout out the Pastel Abstract. She is just beginning to do tarot readings on YouTube, and you should click over on her channel and subscribe and watch her tarot readings too. I'm gonna watch right after this one and see what she has to say about the incoming energies at play. There's a lot of good astrologers out there, and there's a lot of not so good astrologers out there. I would recommend Timothy Halloran, Adam Ellenboss, Haley Comet Astrology. I wish I would see more of I don't know, I just wish I would see more oh, you know who I really like is Rick Astrology, very practical. Donna Stellhorn. I really like practical astrologers that sort of give the information without a lot of fluff. Haley Comet Astrology, I think she has a lot of Gemini in her chart because she talks with her hands and she gives a lot of details, kind of like me. So if you need a more concise report, you can just click underneath the video, and she has the timestamps for the different days of the week, and I often refer back to her videos. And then I just started following Willow Grace Astrology. I think that her videos are also really informative, but you know, the YouTube magic algorithm will absolutely feed you what you deserve to be fed right now. You know, not what you want, but what you need. So don't you even worry about it. You'll get the videos that you need when you need them, I'll tell you what. So here we go. Let's pull in this energy of Pluto's upcoming ingress into Aquarius, and let's talk about, what does the planet Pluto represent? Well, the planet Pluto wasn't even discovered until the 40s, till the 1940s. It's an outer planet. Astronomically, it's been demoted to a dwarf planet. But those of us who follow the astrological weather, oh, speaking of astrological weather, Robert Phoenix, I've been tuning into him in the mornings to get my morning news fix, weather fix, and that's a very vibrant community of thinkers. You know, we don't always all agree with each other, but it's just a really great space for a lot of off the wall ideas to be bouncing, and he orchestrates a very wonderful space for people who have any type of curiosity about astrology, sports, current events, and the like. So I would also recommend his channel, Robert Phoenix, 11th House. So anyway, Pluto is a planet that deals with deep transformation, what is underneath the surface, okay, what we dig up. You know, we might be digging for like gold, right? But sometimes when we're digging for gold, like, we can run into a lot of poop, right? Because underneath the surface, it's also rules our intestinal system, our evacuation systems, you know, septic systems, plumbing, anything subterranean, you know, which also includes, you know, subterranean characters, right? More Luciferian topics, even, especially since this upcoming full moon in Leo, which I'll do a separate video on, but that is making aspects to Lucifer, and Timothy Halloran talked about that in his video. And so there might be things coming up to the surface that seem bad, quote unquote, you know, as we judge them. But in the end, when you detoxify, sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Keep your eye on the prize, and know that Pluto, if you're willing to get out ahead of Pluto and start making the deep transformations yourself, you know, start to drink the water yourself, start to detox yourself, and get out ahead of these Pluto themes, then Pluto won't have to knock you down and bring the theme to you. You know, you can walk up to Pluto and say, hey, you know, I've been working on it. And Pluto can say, all right, sis, maybe I'll bring you a reward then for your efforts. Pluto will be in the sign of Aquarius for the next 20 years or so, give or take. So it'll be in Aquarius now. Then it's going to retrograde and go back into the sign of Capricorn, which, remember, Capricorn deals with earth energy, striving, Saturnian themes, structure, rules, stability, okay? And so it will move back into Aquarius, I think around November, I want to say, or September. It'll be like in the fall. And then it'll go into Aquarius for good, 2025 and beyond. So in 2024 here, we have Pluto in Aquarius for most of the year. And actually, Pluto dipped into Aquarius last year, I believe, from, what was it? March until like June or July, I think it was. So it was like 2 or 3 months. So if you can remember back to the spring of last year, if there were any themes coming up regarding money, transformation, any type of detoxification process, bringing things up from beyond the surface. And also, not only are we focusing on what the planet Pluto represents, but we are also, oh, another one, goodness sakes. I hope all these jacks that keep coming up mean that there's going to be a jack in my life. This is Jack of Spades. I'm going to say that is going to be the Knight of Swords, a dark young man fond of music. Well, yes, please, and thank you. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Aquarian themes have to do with free thinking, Okay, that's an air sign, okay? Aquarius is an air sign. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking that Aquarius is a water sign, and that makes sense because it's aqua, the water bearer, right? But for some reason or another, whoever decided said, nope, this is an air energy because Aquarius has to do with air. Like, when we sneeze, it goes everywhere. It's that kind of energy. It's the energy of things being out there in the vibration of, well, actually that could be more Pisces, but Aquarius energy has to do with waves. So that could be frequencies, right? That can be microwaves, that can be 5G frequencies, that can be hotspot, internet frequencies. Yes, Aquarian themes deal with the internet, anything online, innovations, any type of newness or youthful ideas, kind of like the stuff the kids are into, the kids these days. Aquarius also rules astrology, you know, and just generally outer space, aliens and stuff. So, remember all the alien stuff that came out last spring, and it was like, oh, disclosure, like we didn't already, like we're not living right next door to these aliens. Like the aliens, what we consider to be aliens, for all we know, they're living at the bottom of the sea. And as Pluto and Aquarius might be digging stuff up from underneath the surface of the earth and into, deeper realms where there might be other beings. Who knows? Some say there are, some say there aren't. But regardless, the current psyop that we are all participating in will show us what we need to see when we need to see it. Okay, so here we go. I'm shuffling snarkily. I'm giving these cards a snarky little shuffle, and I'll have a sip of my hot lime water, because I'm gonna simmer down and roll with it, with this Pluto in Aquarius shifting. I'll tell you, for the past 15 or 16 years that Pluto was in my 7th house, which is the house of open enemies, one-on-one relationships, partnerships, and so on, I've suffered. And I've had to do a lot of detoxification of myself and detoxification of my relationships. And I look forward to Pluto moving into my 8th house, which deals with themes of other people's money, inheritance, death, rebirth, phoenix rising from the ashes, and so forth. Looking forward to that. Might get worse before it gets better, but hey, I am Esperanza Vence, and hope wins. Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. Oh, here's one. Here's two. Oh, look at this. Ace of Clubs, a parcel, a present. 2 of Clubs, you will meet with opposition. Clubs. Clubs remind me of wands. So we're going to say Ace of Wands and 2 of Wands. Ace of Wands is energy of having a fresh start or a gift given to you straight from the heavens of creativity, passion, fire, romance, sexuality, sensuality, any type of get up and go energy, just getting lit up. 2 of Wands is going to be an energy of taking control of that ace and taking a stance. Even though you will be met with opposition, with that 2 of Wands, that's where you take a stance. You grab that ace of Wands from the sky. You set it down, and you grow another wand with it, and you start to put yourself out there. Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. Oh, two more. Ah. Oh. Eight of Clubs, Six of Spades. Eight of Clubs, the message says money unwisely spent. Six of Spades, uncertainty in your undertaking. Isn't that interesting? So, Eight of Wands is just going to be really fast moving energy. Eight of Wands in the tarot, in the regular tarot, doesn't even have a character on the scene. It's just the wands flying through the air, which represents fast fire, fast energy. So as quickly as the money comes in, if Pluto brings you a gift or an inheritance, I think this is meant for me because Pluto is moving into my 8th house, and this is an Eight of Wands. You know, if there is a gift or an inheritance, we better be cautious on how we do invest. Six of Spades. So that's going to be the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is, you know, moving from calmer, or moving from like rocky shores, or like sort of, you know, tumultuous waters to calmer shores. You know, this is in the tarot, it's going to be a card of a couple of characters in a boat. It's usually, I usually imagine it being a mother and a child, but it could just be two characters, and they're being ferried across these sort of choppy waters and onto calmer shores. So that's like moving to a better place in life and just taking your thoughts with you. You don't really have much to bring with you except for your own thoughts and your own ideas. And you know, in the Five of Swords, there's a disagreement. And then in the Six of Swords, the person just takes their ideas and goes somewhere else with it. So if there's uncertainty in our undertaking, just know that we're being ferried to a better place at this time. Even though the journey might make us feel a little bit uncertain, we're definitely going to be moving on to better shores, okay? Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. Oh, here we go. Oh, I love this. Oh, and it's him again too, okay. Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords. Your love affairs will prosper. Well, good for you. Once again, I'm going to take this personally and say that since Pluto is moving from my house of relationships into, you know, my house that deals more with deeper themes, not just relationships, but more like sexuality and deep sensual partnerships, and also partnerships that have to deal with money. So our love affairs will prosper when we receive this Ace of Swords from the sky. Again, we're enlightened, okay? With the Ace of Swords in a reading, you have a sudden enlightenment. You have a sudden realization, okay? The idea comes to you. It's a light bulb moment. And with that idea, apparently, our love affairs will prosper. And I love how it is prosperous too, because with the 8th house themes, like for me personally, that is a very prosperous house. A good friend and a royal good fellow. So if any of us have some male friends out there that maybe we haven't even thought of as love partners before, I mean, maybe we have a buddy who we don't even think of in a romantic sense, or we thought that they'd never think about us in a romantic sense. Well, look at this Jack of Hearts. We're going to call him the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. This is the knight that comes in nice and steady. His cup is balanced. He has enough emotional availability to give and receive emotionally. He has enough emotional space to hold you and your heart properly. And he's a good friend and a royal good fellow. So lucky us. We're glad that he's coming in with this Pluto ingress into Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. Aye, here we go. Ooh, I got 3 of them this time. Ooh, oh, these are the last 3 because we're pulling 8 cards today. This is awesome. Look at this. I don't even know what cards are in this deck, but this is so awesome. Look at this. Life card. Life card. Isn't that something? We're going to call this the Wheel of Fortune. And it's good luck, whether it's the life card, it's upright here. Although they do say that when you hang a horseshoe, maybe this is just my Celtic heritage coming through, but when you hang a horseshoe, you hang it upside down. But in the deck here, they have the life card like this. And so I just believe that this is very good luck, and we're almost feeling renewed, like we're starting a new life journey here with this, which is true. I mean, we're absolutely starting a new era, a new 20-year era, and Pluto is the planet that delineates generations. Two of Diamonds, you will lose your heart soon. I hope I'm losing it to the good friend and royal good fellow who is causing my love affairs to prosper. How about you? What are you going to lose your heart to? Will it be a creative project? Will it be a child? Is anybody out there pregnant? Are they going to bring a new life into this world? I love this. 2 of Diamonds, 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is a great card of being able to balance work life and home life. It's a great card of being able to balance, dating even a couple of people at the same time, or handling a creative project and your money. And it's okay to lose your heart to safe people, places, and things. I love this. An illness and a recovery, which is so appropriate. 4 of Spades, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords in the tarot represents a time of rest and recovery. So this Pluto's ingress into Aquarius could bring up some themes that, we do need to heal. And we do need to detoxify. And sometimes that takes time. And we need to rest and recover. Okay, so we need to be able to recognize that, look it in the face, and deal with it before it decides to deal with us. And that is what I have for you, okay, for Pluto's ingress into Aquarius on Saturday, the 20th of January, 2024. Thank you for tuning in to Esperanza Tarot, where hope wins. You can also find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'll be doing in-person readings tomorrow, Friday the 19th at Dream Noción in Beloit, Wisconsin. If you happen to be in the area, you can look them up on Facebook and find the information there where you can call and book a reading. I'll only be there for 5 hours, so call the book a reading, I would say, because it is possible that all the time slots might fill up. I can't remember if they do 30 or 20-minute readings there, but it's always best to call first and make an appointment. The information will be on their Facebook page. Otherwise, you can always catch me at esperanzabense.com. Love you. Thank you.